What I wish I had prepped before the school year began. Hey there, welcome back to Special Educators Resource Room podcast. I'm Jennifer from Positively Learning. In today's episode, I wish I had heard this one every single August of my teaching career. We're talking about what I really wish I had prepped for students before the school year began. And no, it's not going to be cute labels or Pinterest perfect classroom photos. It's not the 20-step color-coded lesson plan binders or matching bulletin boards. It's the quiet stuff, the foundational things, the behind-the-scenes systems that are going to actually keep your classroom running, especially during those first wild weeks when everything is new, loud, and it feels like it's constantly changing. So if you are sitting in pre-service right now, or maybe you're listening to this mid-year and realizing things just feel off, this episode is your reset button. Let's walk through what I wish I had prepped so you can skip the stress and start the school year feeling supported. Let's start with what I used to do. I used to panic, print, and prep everything like I was opening up a curriculum store. I thought I needed a huge library of ready-to-go student activities for every skill, every goal, every possible what if. If this sounds like you, let me tell you, you don't need everything. You just need a few solid, evergreen student tasks that are going to work no matter who is walking through your door. So here's what I wish I had done instead. Instead of prepping 30 plus task boxes, I wish I had printed out and prepped 3 to 5 fine motor or put in tasks. So think Velcro containers or tasks with clear start and finish points. Maybe a few sorting or matching activities great for routines and simple data collection. And then maybe 1 or 2 open-ended activities that early finishers can go to without constant guidance. The goal here isn't to over-prepare. It's to give your students structure and then give yourself breathing room. These tasks can act like guardrails while you're learning your students, figuring out goals, and adjusting your plans. Bonus points is if these are already color-coded, labeled, or organized in bins that fit your classroom system. Your students don't need to know what the color code is, but you will. And that is going to save you brain space on the busy days. These first few activities don't have to be fancy, they just have to work. And when they are set up ahead of time, you can focus your energy where it really matters. Let's talk visuals. Visuals for start and finish. This is a biggie. Visuals are going to show students what done looks like. I didn't realize how much time I was spending those first few weeks answering the same questions. Am I done? What now? Where does this go? What I wish I had had ready before my students entered the classroom was some type of visual card or icon that shows what a clean workspace looks like. Maybe a simple "I'm finished" cue, and then a matching "now what" visual. And mini visual schedules or token boards with just 1 to 3 steps. These aren't just for your students. They are for your peace of mind. Because when students know what's expected, transitions are going to feel smoother. Redirection takes less time, and you don't have to continue to repeat yourself 14 times before lunch. Even if you don't know which exact visuals you're going to need for every student, it helps to prep a few common ones and then have them ready. So keep a small stash clipped to bins, task boxes, or posted on student desks. Sometimes I even used a mini clothespin to attach a first then visual to a basket. It doesn't take much time, but it can make a huge difference. What I wish I had prepped before the school year began, tip 3, a flexible planning framework. Now, this one might sound surprising, but it took me years to really get it. You don't need a full year of lesson plans. You need a flexible framework. Old me would plan out every day in August, like I had a crystal ball. But what I wish I had done was create a loose plan by skills, not by week. Here's what it could look like. A basic scope and sequence by skill, like fine motor goals in September, social routines in October, and a list of routines that you want to introduce in order, things like unpacking, group transitions, independent work, cleanup. and then a flexible weekly schedule that allows for change. But it's still going to give you an anchor when things feel hectic. So instead of saying Monday is reading groups, you can let the framework guide you. If students aren't ready for reading groups that first week, we can focus on routines instead. If things go faster than expected, you can move ahead. But if we need to slow down, that's fine too. Planning this way can give you confidence that you're heading in the right direction, even if the daily path doesn't feel perfect. And that mindset shift can take so much pressure off. You do not have to have it all figured out. You just need to know where you're going. The last tip of things I wish I had prepped is the teacher things. Things I wish I had prepped for myself. Because we focus so much on student systems, but what about us? Here's what I now consider must-haves. Have some type of clipboard that you can grab and go that has copies of the go-to forms, the parent logs, data sheets, and incident notes. Have all your logins, passwords, and key contacts in one place you can easily access. And a sticky note does not count. Ask me how I know. And yes, I want you to have one self-care ritual that you can actually stick to. Maybe it's sipping your coffee in silence before the chaos begins. Maybe it's a favorite pen, or it's a playlist that helps you transition between parts of your day. These small teacher systems are the things that are going to ground you. They're not fluff. It's what's going to keep you sane when the copy machine breaks or the schedule changes for the third time that morning. You deserve a little structure too. Let's quickly review. What do I wish I had prepped before the school year started? A few solid student tasks that you can use with any student. Visuals that are going to help students and support staff understand routines. A flexible, skill-based planning framework. And a few teacher systems that are going to help keep you grounded. That's it. You don't need to prep 100 laminated labels or an entire year's worth of activities. Just a few intentional pieces that are going to make a big difference, and they're going to help keep you centered when everything around you is in motion. And if you are looking for those ready-to-use tasks aligned with IEP goals, you already know where to go. The TaskBox Dollar Club and the Complete Independent Work System, they have hundreds of resources waiting for you inside, all organized, so you can prep faster and support student independence from day one. Thank you so much for being here today. And remember, you're not behind. You're just getting ready for what matters most. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'm dying to ask, what'd you think? Be sure to hit the follow or subscribe buttons so that you never miss an episode. You can find the show notes and links for everything mentioned in this episode at positivelylearningblog.com. See you next week for more special education solutions. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'm dying to ask, what'd you think? Be sure to hit the follow or subscribe buttons so that you never miss an episode. You can find the show notes and links for everything mentioned in this episode at positivelylearningblog.com. See you next week for more special education solutions.